have your own deadline, even in your life targets and goals. I don't have regrets because what I believe is whenever I take a decision, I do that self-analysis. After making a decision, you can't turn back. You need to work hard in order to not to regret for making that decision. So before pursuing a unique path, what you have to do is you have to study about that path. We will be regretting for not making a decision, and even if you think that the decision might go wrong, you will be regretting for making that decision. Hello everyone, my name is Mandapa Pandithage and you are watching Hustle Stories where passion meets the perseverance. So talking briefly about myself, as mentioned, my name is Mandapa Pandithage and I went to another college, Colombo, and then I graduated from University of Moratuwa as a mechanical engineer, specialized in mechatronics, and then I attended Sri Lanka Law College to get my qualification as an attorney at law because I did debating and wanted to be a lawyer someday. And even I'm a sports person. Like during my university period and school period, I was engaged with few sports: football, swimming, water polo, and even mountaineering and athletics. But now I'm mainly focused towards football. And as a profession, I'm a combined maths tutor and currently working as a lawyer. So that's a brief introduction about myself. The question that how did I balance my academics with extracurriculars and sports is a commonly asked question from me, even from the school students and undergraduates. So what do I want to say that the main thing that there are three techniques, the time management techniques and work balancing techniques that I used to follow. One thing is the Parkinson's law. So Parkinson's law is basically whenever you are supposed to do something, like when you have a deadline to do, to finish a task, have your own deadline. Even in your life targets and goals, like have your own deadline. Even if you're having a target, have the target goal with a deadline. And Parkinson's law is like if the actual deadline comes in 2 weeks, and in Parkinson's law says that make that deadline in 1 week and try your best to do that within 1 week. So that is one way, one time management technique and work balancing technique I used to follow. And then I did this time blocking. Whenever a task comes to my mind, I know, okay, I need to do this. So I block a particular time in the week to do that task. So by that time, I know, okay, I'm supposed to do this now. For example, let's say it's Thursday at 9 o'clock. And when I look at my calendar, I know, okay, I'm supposed to do this. So to follow with these two techniques, and you need to have a proper discipline and motivation. And how did I have my discipline? I follow this 5-second rule. So 5-second rule basically says that whenever you want to do something, just count down from 5 to 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, then get up, and you need to do that. And I used to follow these amazing 3 time management techniques which I learned during I think in my mid school, somewhere in grade 6, 7, and I practiced that during my school career and even university career. Even now, like I'm engaged in field work and I'm still doing sports. I'm playing for a football club for the Division 1 tournament as a professional goalkeeper. So like still I am managing those things, and let's see how it goes in the future. And then the question that having an engineering degree, I told that I'm graduated in mechanical engineering, specialized in mechatronics. Only like 10 undergraduates got the opportunity to get into the mechatronics stream, so I was one of them. But now I'm pursuing my career as a lawyer and a sportsman and even a combined maths tutor. So what is the reason? The reason that backed my career choice is one thing, like I worked in John Kills as an engineer for like 1.5 years, and then even during my internship I worked at MAS. But I think since I had few opportunities, I had combined maths tutoring, which I do in single medium and English medium, and because I got this qualification of attorney at law, I had the opportunity and the option to even pursue my career as a lawyer. So being honest, I found law more interesting than engineering, but that is a personal decision because I saw being a lawyer and combined maths tutor is a good combination, and where I love this criminal law because we used to be loving these detective stories even back then in our childhood. So that made my decision because I found law is more interesting than engineering, so which made me to do that decision. And are you satisfied with your decision, or you have any regrets? So what I do is, like, in my life, when I take a decision, I take a paper and write about all the pros and cons. So at the end, there won't be any regrets, because like when I'm taking any decision, I know okay, I have these positives, these pros, and I have these negatives, the cons. So I do that self-analysis before taking a decision, and it's my decision who decided to give up my engineering career, even though I completed the degree with the first class. But it's my decision that I gave up my career as an engineer, but I want to pursue my career as a criminal lawyer so far. Let's see how it happens. If I find interesting in maybe the commercial side or the intellectual property side, maybe I'll deviate towards that side. When talking about in general in life taking decisions means these career-wise decisions or these academic decisions or sports decisions, I don't have regrets, because what I believe is whenever I take a decision, I do that self-analysis. So at the end, there's no any regret. So I'm the one who took the decision to give up engineering and pursue my career as a lawyer. So I'm enjoying that decision. And what my advice is, even though you think that you might be regretting for a decision, after making a decision you can't turn back. I can't turn back now and again pursue my career as engineer. So what we have to do, we need to work hard in order to not to regret for making that decision. So that's my advice. After making a decision, work hard for that, so at the end there won't be any regret and you will be happy for taking that decision. And finally, the advice that what I have to give to undergraduates to pursue their own unique paths is, my advice is, before pursuing a unique path, what you have to do is you have to study about that path. Because like maybe I have seen so many undergraduates soon after graduating from the university, rather than getting the exposure. So even I worked at John Case for 1.5 years after my graduation. So why did I do it because I wanted to get exposure, how things work, how a company works. So what I say, like if you it's okay, like there are entrepreneurs, there are like so many students, undergraduates who are doing their own startups. That's good. But what my opinion is, this is a personal opinion, what I believe is, before starting your own thing, that you need to have a proper exposure in that particular field. For example, if I want to put my own law chamber, I need to have a huge experience in that particular field. So gain that experience, and before starting your own, before giving up a particular solid path that you already have, and if you want to pursue your career as a unique path, before making that change, make sure that your unique path you have studied well and you are well sure that you will succeed in that unique path, because you have to give up a solid path to a path that you like to do. But we have to make decisions at the end. Life is making decisions, and we will be regretting for not making a decision. And even if you think that the decision might go wrong, you will be regretting for making that decision. So what I chose is, rather than regretting for not taking a decision, not taking option, not grabbing opportunity, what I believe is it is okay to take that opportunity, to take that option, to pursue that path. And if it causes a regret, that is okay, because the regret of not doing that is greater than the regret of doing that. So that's what I believe. So all the very best for your future, and all the undergraduate students and professionals who's watching this video clip, all the very best for your future. Thank you.